Diagon Alley. Can you get me there?
Turn around and use your eyes. Like maybe try that. There we go.
Welcome to Diagon Alley, where magic and adventure awaits around every corner. We're diving into everything this enchanting area of the Wizarding World has to offer. Rides, foods, characters, and hidden details you won't want to miss. Stick around for pro tips that'll make your next visit more magical than a Felix Felicis potion. Our adventure begins here in Grimmauld Place in the heart of London. I love this little street because it really feels like you have arrived at London and you're about to experience something really magical. There are also just so many landmarks and nods to the movies here in London itself, starting with, of course, number 12, Grimmauld Place. This is, so we can see this because we are wizards, right? But this is actually hidden from all the muggles by a Fidelius charm, which is very old and very difficult to do. But basically, normal people, muggles, would see 11 and then 13. They can't see 12, don't tell them, but it's actually here. Now, what's really cool is this is, of course, the Black House. It's also headquarters for the Order of the Phoenix. So, you know who's in there though, right? Creature's in there. So if you go knock on the door, Creature's actually gonna come out and peek at us. Let's give it a try. A fun detail to notice here is that if you look at the entire building, you'll notice that the brick for number 12 is all dark and old looking as opposed to the bricks for 11 and 13, signaling that it's hidden behind there most of the time. This area is also home to the night bus, and it's really cool to see it in its full-size glory. It does look like the driver is here, so I'm gonna go get some directions for how to get to Diagon Alley. How are you?
Oh, hi. No, for real?
Yeah, you were taking such a long nap. I could hear you snoring from down there.
Wait. I was snoring?
Yeah, like really loudly.
Was it adorable though? Was it like...
No, it was not. It was more like a pig snoring.
Could you give me an example?
I can try. It was like a...
You know something?
Yeah, mate.
I'm actually proud of that. I had no idea, like how, I didn't know I could snore, you guys. Like, how is that even possible? I am a miracle.
How do I get to Diagon Alley? Can you get me there?
Turn around and use your eyes. Like maybe try that. There we go.
What a special treat to get to talk to the Shrunken Head and the conductor at the same time. You can't always find them together. So if you do, jump in there and chat with them. Now, something else I wanted to talk to you guys about is the night bus might just seem like a giant prop, but if you really want to take a closer look, you can actually walk around the bus. You can actually hop in there, take some pictures, and get a better look around. Ooh, this is cool. Wow, look at that. You get to see all the beds in here, so it's like very movie magic back here. All the luggages for all the guests. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but those beds, like, they swing around like crazy. But this is actually really cool. It's a great spot for a picture, so don't miss out. Come back to around the back of the bus. I love all the details that they've put into this area to really make you feel like you're in London. Like, this giant fountain isn't just some random fountain. It's actually an exact replica of the Arrows fountain found in London. Let's walk around the fountain and I'll show you guys what's on the other side. Right across from the fountain, you'll notice a giant, beautiful looking white building. We're not going to go into that right now. We're going to look right past it and go to Leicester Square Station, which is where you're going to find a telephone booth. I'm going to hop into the telephone booth, see if I can get hold of the Ministry of Magic. Make sure when you're coming by the booth, you stop and dial magic. The actual number's right here for you, just in case you don't know it. And then you're going to get a fun message from the Ministry of Magic. I won't spoil it for you and let you find out for yourself. Just past the phone booth, you'll see Screed and Sons, which is really just a facade, but it's a really cool nod to a Muggle bookshop that you would normally find on Charing Cross Road. And then after that, you have finally arrived at King's Cross Station. This building is so monumental. It's very, very cool and very, very reminiscent of the real King's Cross Station. Now, this is where you would actually be able to hop onto the Hogwarts Express to go to Hogsmeade. We're not going to do that today, but we will be back and hop on it and do a full vlog on the train ride and go into Hogsmeade. So make sure you subscribe for that. Now, back to the big white theater behind me. It's much more than just a replica of the real-life Wyndham Theater in London. It's actually concealing the entrance to Diagon Alley. Let's go ahead and find the brick wall. Luckily, you don't have to cast a spell to get the bricks to move out of your way. Once you walk into Diagon Alley, it's truly a magical experience, whether you're a huge Harry Potter fan or not. So take some time to look around and feel the magic. As you start walking down Diagon Alley, you'll notice a gigantic dragon. It's actually a Ukrainian iron belly perched atop Gringotts. Now, one very cool thing here, just in case you don't know, is that dragon actually blows fire every hour and every 10 minutes after. I'll give you a special tip for that, so you don't sit there with your phone for 10 whole minutes waiting for it. He growls very loudly, roars very loudly, right before he's going to spew fire. So when you hear that roar, press record.
One of my favorite things of any theme park is when you can actually pay with a currency that belongs to the world you're in, which you can do here by going to the Gringotts Money Exchange. You can go in and take your US currency of either $10 or $20 and exchange it for Gringotts banknotes that you can use anywhere here in Diagon Alley and Hogsmeade. So if you want to get some food or merchandise, you can actually pay with that in-world currency. But the coolest thing is when you go in, there is an actual goblin there with his book writing everything down. I like to think he's like writing down, Jacqueline Falcon owes me $20. When you step foot into Diagon Alley, the first store you're going to see is quality Quidditch supplies. And I want you to take a look in the window here because there is none other than the famous Firebolt broom in here. It's really cool, and in case you guys didn't know, they sell some broom care wax so you can keep it shiny and clean. If you are headed to a Quidditch match, this is where you can find all of your apparel to support your favorite team. So what's really cool is they have shirts here for like Diggory, and it'll have the house that they are a part of. Or if maybe you are the Quidditch player, you can come in and get your Gryffindor keeper shirt or one for any other house as well. They also have tons of things like hats in here to go along with it and so much more. Let's take a look at a few other items.
Ron would be so excited that his favorite team, the Chudley Cannons, are displayed in a beautiful moving picture. His team, he goes on about it a lot, but they're really terrible. I mean, truly. So that's why at the top it says, let's all keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. Babe, look at this. Okay. I need this in my life right now. This is so nice. It says Team Captain, Hogwarts Quidditch. Ooh, okay. If you see me in the airport, I'm definitely gonna be walking around with this. Everything in this store is super sporty. I really love it. You have your like actual sports drinks, right? So you can represent. And they have some really cute shirts, like this one here. I love this. How do I look? This is the whole look right here. Check this out. I found a golden snitch. This is pretty cool. You can turn it on and watch its wings flutter. It's like plastic, right? But it's kind of cool. You can just put it on your shelf, enjoy it. On the same wall, I found all the different house Quidditch like apparel too. So there's all the Quidditch team captain shirts for each house. Tons of hats for each house, right? So like this is the Hufflepuff hat. It's actually kind of nice. There's also some keychains, bags, more water bottles, tons of stuff on this wall. Definitely check it out and look for your house.
All right, you're at a Quidditch game in the winter. You can also get your winter stuff here. Look, this is really cool. They have, I'm gonna put all my Ravenclaw stuff on. Ravenclaw beanie. Don't judge me, I don't look good with beanies. You have your Ravenclaw scarf,
Ooh,
which is really cute.
That was cute.
And my favorite thing is this right here. These sweaters are so nice.
That's nice.
And now I'm ready for the game.
This shop actually connects to two other shops. The Weasley's Wizard Wheezes right there, which is a joke shop, and the candy shop Sugar Plum next door. Right now though we are starving, so we're gonna walk across the street and get some food at the Leaky Cauldron.
The Leaky Cauldron is amazing. You will love it in here. We'll get to the decor in a second, but let's chat about the menu. They have tons of stuff here, from beef, lamb, and Guinness stew to Hunter's chicken, cottage pie, fish and chips, which you will smell the second you walk in. I'm sorry if you don't like fish. But we always get the shepherd's pasty pie, and they do have a vegan version of that, which we get, which is delicious. And our go-to of the vegan frozen butterbeer, which is so good. Get a butterbeer when you're here. Frozen's the best in our opinion, but they also have hot and cold. When you get to your table to place the order, you will need to use the Universal app. You can either pull it up or scan the code on the table. And once you place your order, you'll just put your table number and they'll deliver everything here. Now, quick little pro tip, if you just want to come in for drinks, you don't have to make the line at the beginning. You can just walk into the registers, order your drinks, and take them out, but you can't sit if you do that.
The detail that you can find in the leaky cauldron is simply astonishing. Make sure that you really take some time to absorb everything, from the beams and the lighting to dozens and dozens of pictures that are on the wall. Now, something that's extra cool is that in the books and movies, Leaky Cauldron is also an inn. And if you really look, you can actually see there's all these stairs and like nooks and crannies that would take you to the rooms.
So we already got our butterbeer. If you guys haven't had this, it is a butterscotch. It's kind of the main palette of it. It tastes very much like those butterscotch candies if you've ever had them. Really good. And then the shepherd's pastry pie, like we said, is a vegan meat in here. And it comes with a like ground mustard sauce, which is very good, a beet sauce, and some chips, not French fries, they're chips.
Now it's time to open this pasty up. Let's see what it looks like. Ooh. Oh, that pastry just like opens right up. It's so good. Oh, check that out. That is awesome. It looks so good.
We're back for some shopping here at the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes, and this place is so cool. When you come in, make sure to just like look around and look up because it looks right out of the movies. You see all the different staircases, there are joke items everywhere. One of my favorite things is Dolores kind of moving back and forth like she's like doing community service, holding like these 2 water crates behind her. And the detail's just amazing. I love it in here. But what's really fun is you can actually come and get your very own joke items. So if you need to listen in to people from far away, family members, significant other, you can get your extendable ear. What's really cool is this actually works. You can hook it up to your phone and use it. There's also the decoy detonator. And this actually walks and makes sounds. How cool is that? Let's check out some of the other items you can get here in the shop though. In case you need to make somebody fall in love with you, I don't need to do this because Estella already married me, but you can come here and get a love potion. So you know if you've had your eye on that special someone, just slip this into their drink.
Just in case you have to get out of something really important, just pick out one of the Weasley's Giving snack box. It is perfect. It'll come with stuff like some puking pasties, so you know, you can just be like, oh, I'm so sorry, I feel good, bleh, get out of it, you know what I'm saying? There's also some nosebleed nuggets in there, and then there's some fever fudge and fainting fancies. I love it.
You can also adopt your very own pygmy puff here. They're so cute. Look at its little face. I know, I love it. What's really neat though is when you do purchase and adopt it, you can give it its name and they'll actually do a little thing behind the register like announcing that you've adopted your pygmy puff. It's really cute.
If you are a big Pygmy Puff fan, there is a whole corner of this shop dedicated to just Pygmy Puffs. Look at this. You can get this really cool hood. It actually feels really soft and thick. It's kind of cool. You can also get a baby puff in its little container. I think these are really adorable and you can just walk around with them like that. And there's also a cute mug over here. We have 2 Pygmy Puffs, and then it says Pygmy Puffs on the other side.
Connected to the Weasley store is Sugar Plums, where you can come for all your sweet cravings. They have a lot of the classics here, like chocolate frogs, which are delicious, and I promise these will not hop out the window if you're on the Hogwarts Express. They also have Bertie Bott's every flavored beans, so you know if you need to eat a little earwax or dirt, or hopefully something more delicious like popcorn, they've got you covered. I think this is really cool. In here you can get the butterbeer popcorn bucket.
That's so cute.
So they also have little cool things like this. I want to show you a couple of really neat things on the back wall though, so let's head there next. There are a lot of the like classic Harry Potter like foods back here. So you have some fizzing Whizbees, which are really cool. Delicious fudge flies. You know, if you ever wanted to know what a fly covered in fudge tastes like, they got you covered here. And you can also find some peppermint toads. Now, I think toads are kind of gross, but you know, covered in peppermint, maybe not that bad. But what's really cool is if you need a little extra luck, you can come here and get your own Felix Felicis potion and have a little luck for the day.
I just found this on the wall. It's a Bertie Bott's every flavor bean stationery set. I think this would make for such a great souvenir or a gift.
We found a couple really cool items. The first one is this pumpkin juice sipper. How cute is this? You can go get some pumpkin juice across the way and fill it up. And a chocolate cauldron, which legit looks like a cauldron with like green goo and foam coming out of the top. How neat. There's jellied eels in here. And apparently, according to the sign, they're both nutritious and delicious, but I don't think so. And there's a fish pie. I would avoid this store. Don't go eat there.
As you walk down Diagon Alley, the first shop on your ride will be Flourish and Blotts, which is so cool. I wish we could actually go into Flourish and Blotts. I think that would be really cool. And here you'll see some monster book of monsters. Don't put your hand in there, it's very dangerous. And one of my favorite things is this stack of books that's like about to fall over. And each book title is actually like a reference to a movie or a book. My favorite one is the Advanced Potions Making from the 5th movie. Let's keep going down Diagon Alley.
Next to Flourish and Blotts is the Daily Prophet. What's really cool is as you walk by the door, you can actually hear them in there typing up the paper and talking about the different stories. We're going to be hopping into Ollivander's Wand Shop next, where the wand chooses the wizard. What's really cool here is you can go in for an interactive show where you can actually watch the wand maker present a wand to one lucky guest that'll be inside.
I stand here in the light, so that I may see you more clearly. Ah, yes, yes. Now, you may know, every Ollivander wand has a core of a powerful magical substance. And of course, you will never get such good results with another wizard's wand. So, let's find yours. The Wand of Sycamore. Ah, yes. 13.5 inches long, and swishy and adaptable, with a unicorn hair core. So, hold your wand straight up in the air. Now, really concentrate and say Lumos.
Lumos.
Meteorogix Picasso! Well, evidently that's not true.
If you weren't chosen at the wand ceremony, don't fret because you can actually head into the shop and pick out your very own wand. They have so many in here, from character wands like Harry Potter to Severus Snape and even Death Eater wands, which I find really cool. What's extra awesome is you can actually use these wands to cast spells throughout the park and feel like an actual witch or wizard. In the box, you will actually get a map which shows you all the different locations. Now, these character wands are going to be what are called your Gen 1 or Generation 1 wands, which will cast all your basic spells. But Universal just released Gen 2 wands, and we'll take a look at those, that are going to do more, like being able to cast your Patronus in Nocturne Alley, to actually working with an app so you can go on different adventures throughout the park.
One quick tip I have for parents is that they do have toy ones here. They're only $30. They take 3 of those little watch batteries and the tips light up. They're a lot bigger and like they look heftier, but they're plastic, so they're light. And these are just perfect for little kids that might not know how to spell yet, since you do have to trace letters to actually do the spell. So good to know. On the other side of Diagon Alley, next to Leaky Cauldron, there's Madame Malking's robes for all occasions. This is the shop to get your Hogwarts robes and a bunch of other school attire, from sweaters to ties and even your backpacks. All right, baby, what did you just find out?
You can personalize the backpack. So here I am being silly and I see like H. Potter, and like some of the other stuff is just like generic, you know, you have Harry Potter, Luna Lovegood, whatever. But you can get them personalized. You can actually get them embroidered with your name. So now I want a Ravenclaw bag that says J. Falcon on it. So there's a mirror in here that will tell you how well you are dressed. So let's see if I get some approval.
Merlin's beard, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Wow.
I look amazing. I knew I did. I knew it.
If you want to identify with Hogwarts, but you don't want to look like you're actively going to Hogwarts, you can just be a Hogwarts alumni. Isn't that pretty cool? And they actually have all this merch that say like alumni on the back. So like this jacket here, it's actually really cute. Ooh, it's comfy. It's Hogwarts alumni, and there's t-shirts, there's your hat. Check it out, right? So I really like that, because sometimes like I don't want to look like I'm going to Hogwarts because I feel too old to be going to Hogwarts. So this at least makes me feel like I can identify and play without, you know, trying to be 15. Aside from your standard robes, they also have these adorable dresses which go perfectly well with some of the accessories they have in here. Check out this band. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold your horses. With the dress, and then a little coin purse. What? You know what I'm saying? Madame Malkin really has it right. She really does sell robes for all occasions. It's so worth taking your time in here because there's actually a bunch of cool little decor. A lot of it you can't buy, like some of the things in these are just decor, but if you look especially inside here, these are all purchasable. So there's actually an adorable time turner necklace in there, which is only $50 if I might add. There's Rowena Ravenclaw's diadem. Hopefully it's no longer Horcrux, but beware, beware. And then if we move along over here, I love this. I don't know what it was at first, so I had to read the little plaque on it. And it's a Sorcerer's Stone. How cool is that? So take your time to like walk around.
This athletic jacket's really cute. I love the white stripes down the side. And you can get a matching pair of sweatpants to go along with it. This would be comfy to lounge around the house or come here when it's a little chillier. You can also get a matching hat to go with it as well.
They have so many accessories in this store, but I found my favorite one. I found my favorite one. Look at this one.
Oh my God, is that an ornament?
Yes, it's a Ron sweater ornament, and they have the hairy one too.
Attached to Madame Malkin's is shutter buttons where you can come for some really unique and fun photos and video clips. You can get dueling with wands, you can get next to the night bus in front of the castle, and fun little clips. Put yourself on a wanted poster. They do have some package deals. You can get the 13 video clips for I believe $85. And it's $30 or $35 per photo, but really cool. You walk in, there's a green screen, and they get everything edited and printed for you here.
I really want to do the one that says, have you seen this wizard? And then I want to like dress in all black and I want to be like this.
For all you dark witches and wizards, it's time to come into Nocturne Alley. I love it in here because everything is dark and creepy. You have like skeletons and specimens over here that they're probably using for some evil potions and concoctions. And you have the coolest shop in here, Borgin and Burke's, which we're gonna dive into and see what all they have to offer.
The atmosphere in here is so cool, and it gets taken to the next level. If you just look up and you notice that it actually looks like the night sky up there. It just gives it an extra creepy factor.
On your way to Borgin and Burke's, make sure to look around because the decor in here is to die for. Behind me, there's this tattoo parlor where the tattoos actually move on your skin. That would be really awesome if I could get that in real life. And all around you see windows of what look like apartments, like people live in here. Do people live in Nocturne Alley?
I actually don't know.
That's what it looks like. And right off to the side, they just added a cool spell area where you can actually cast your Patronus. So go over there and go, Expecto Patronum!
Expecto Patronum!
With the introduction of the new 2.0 wands, they added a bunch of wand spots back here in the side of Nocturne Alley as well. So definitely bring your wands back here and come check them out. Borgin and Burke's is where you can get all of your dark wizard apparel. Like, have you seen this
I love that.
wizard? That's really cool. My favorite though, just in case, I have served time in Azkaban.
Oh.
I hope you haven't though, because that sounds like a horrible place to be. But yeah, it's really cool. I really love this dark mark sweatshirt.
Ooh.
It's a beautiful crew neck. It is all embroidered on there. And they have so much. But my favorite thing in here is the decor. Like if you just step in, it is everywhere. Above the registers, you have really awesome decor of the mask and different things back there that are creepy. Cobwebs all over the chandeliers hanging down. This cabinet in here is really beautiful. You have like a basilisk display, a cool dagger wand over here. You can get your own very own Horcrux if you want to drive yourself mad, and just so many little things. What do you see?
Ooh, okay, my dream come true. My dream come true. I'm seeing myself eating all the chocolate I want without ever getting full.
But we're here for the merch. Let's look at some more. I really like this kind of lounge fly bag over here. I don't think it's an actual lounge fly, but it's got kind of a clear pocket on there and a bunch of the celestial looking emblems. And you can get a pair of matching pants so you can have your whole outfit.
You know me, I have to find the kitchen stuff. So adorable plate set right here, and they have a different spell on each plate. So there is, this one says Expecto Patronum, and then there's Wingardium Leviosa, Lumus, and Expelliarmus. right here. I got it all right here. And then these are super cute. I would just buy 4 of these, to be honest. These little ramekins, look. And this is very important for all the adults watching this video. They are all dishwasher and microwave safe.
They have the actual vanishing chest in here. You can hear the bird inside if you put your ear really close. Do you guys hear that? He's alive though, that's a good thing. I wonder if he makes it into Hogwarts. Babe, look at this. It's like a charm necklace with all of the Horcruxes on it.
Oh, that's so cool. I love this. This is so neat. Wow, if you're like a charms person, this is the charm to get.
Behind the counter, they have a bunch of more dark mark material stuff. They have a collection of wands back here, so if you want to get a wand, you can pick them up here. And some really neat Borgin and Burke stuff. So I really love this hoodie. It's really beautiful. It's like a brown heather material. The logo's really nice and a cool t-shirt. So if it's a warmer month, you can get that and represent your favorite dark storms.
If you need a little break from shopping, make sure that you come over here and you check out a couple of the stage shows. One of them, which is my personal favorite, is where they do a live action theater version of The Tale of the Three Brothers, where you get to learn about the Deathly Hallows. It's actually really, really cool. All the actors are great.
Are you both quite finished? I would like to continue before my patience runs out.
And they use these puppets that look like they're like wood carved, and the death puppet is huge and menacing. I absolutely love that show.
The oldest brother, who was a combative man, are strong, more powerful than any in existence. A wand that must always withdraws for its owner. So death fashioned him one from an elder tree that grew nearby. Naturally, with the elder wand as his weapon, he could not fail to win the duel that followed. Leaving his enemy upon the floor, the oldest brother proceeded to an inn, where he boasted loudly of the powerful wand he had snatched from death himself, and of how it made him invincible. But that very night another wizard crept upon the oldest brother as he lay upon his bed, whereupon he stole the wand, and with it, the brother's life. So death took the first brother for his own.
The other one is a really, really cool musical performance by none other than Celestina Warbeck and the Banshees, who we all know is Ron's mom's favorite singer ever. That show is really cool because not only is the solo singer Celestina super talented, the Banshees also sing and dance, and all their costumes are very like 1920s and flowy, and it's just a lot of fun. So make sure that you come and check those If you're feeling thirsty, don't just go and get a regular bottle of water. Come over to Eternal Elixir of Refreshments, where you can get your bottle of water, but then you can buy some potions. You put them in, it changes the color and it adds flavor, and it's cool because they're like potions. So here, like there's this fire protection potion, comes in a cool little thing like this, and this one tastes like strawberry. There's also mixed berry, apple, and
Fruit punch.
Fruit punch, yes, that's it. If you see a line wrapping around the corner at the far end of Diagon Alley, it's probably the line for Florian Fortescue's Ice Cream Parlor. This place is so popular, you better get in line quick if you want some ice cream. They have soft serve, hard pack, and then some sundaes with a huge variety of toppings, and a very special ice cream flavor, butterbeer.
If you need to wash down your ice cream, you can head next door to the Fountain of Fair Fortune, where they have a bunch of drinks from classic butterbeer in there to some draft beers and pumpkin juice if you need something a little sweet to wash it down. It's time to head into my favorite store, the Magical Menagerie, where you can see all the different creatures from Harry Potter. I absolutely love this store. The first thing you should do when you walk in is look up, because you're going to see creatures like unicorns and hippogriffs up there. Make sure to check out the cage as well, because in there you're going to see a lot of rats just scampering around. Scabbers may or may not be in there. And if you love creatures like I do, you can actually come in here and get your very own. So on the wall, you're going to be able to find different animals like your very own Crookshanks. We have Fang up here. One of my favorite details is you can actually get Scabbers, and if you take a look at his toes, he's actually missing a toe
No.
on this foot. I know. How cool is that?
Love that.
And like, if you can think of a creature from Harry Potter, you're probably gonna find it in here, including this adorable Niffler. But please keep all your shiny objects, coins, all in your pockets, and don't let him near those.
You want to know my favorite item in the store?
What is it?
Come with me right here. Come with me right here. This is a Cornish pixie plushie. Isn't this just the cutest thing?
Now, before you leave the magical menagerie, come step to the side of the building and you will see a giant snake. What's really cool is he actually speaks, and he will speak in parcel tongue, which we just heard, and I believe he also speaks in English as well.
Wow, bilingual snake.
Very smart.
This is such a cool photo op. This is Hagrid's bike, aka also Sirius's bike, but Sirius gave it to him because he didn't need it anymore. So, oh wow, you can like fit your whole legs in here, but how cool is this?
If you thought that the Gringotts Dragon and Bank were just for show, you'd be wrong, because it is an actual ride called Escape from Gringotts. The coolest part is right when you walk in, you are transported into the bank. You have goblins lined up on the side, the main goblin that you give your key to go ahead and go down to your vault. And an awesome pre-show where you get to meet Bill, who works at the bank, in his office with one of the goblins, and he actually helps guide you through the ride. And then you enter an awesome elevator that will lower you down into the depths of Gringotts Bank.
This ride is super amazing. I did not know how I was gonna feel about it because it's like part coaster, part 3D, part simulator. It's like an all-in-one. The coaster does fully rotate every so often just to get you to see where you want to go, but I would say coaster-wise and like movement-wise, it's actually very mild.
When you hop off of Gringotts, make sure to head next door to Wiseacres Wizarding Equipment, which has so much awesome merch in it. As a Ravenclaw, my favorite thing in this store is the decor, because if you look up, everything is about the study of astronomy. There's stars everywhere, cool telescopes of all shapes and sizes, and a really cool giant like globe with things rotating around it. It is nerd heaven in here. This is one of my favorite things in here. If you have ever wanted your own map to cause some mischief, you can have your own Marauders map. This is really cool. It actually opens up mischief managed if you just need to hide it from your professors though. They also have a whole Marauders map selection over here, from t-shirts and tank tops to some cool bucket hats, but my favorite is the hoodie. This thing is really beautiful. I love the cream and kind of gold, but the best part, on the back, you have Moody, Wormtail, Padfoot, and Prongs hanging out on there. How awesome. Baby, do you have enough bags?
No, I don't have enough bags. Because this shop is also where you can get all of your butterbeer themed merch. As I say my butterbeer. Delicious. So we have three things I want to show you that are really cool, right? So this butterbeer bag is thebomb.com. I actually really love this. And what I really love about it is that you can wear it like this, but you can also just hold it like a mug, right? Pretty cool. They also have this padded tote, which I think is really, really cool. I actually kind of want to look in it and see. Okay, it's not insulated, which I thought it might be, but look at the print. Look at this print.
Oh my God, there's little butterbeer.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really cute. It's got some pockets in there too. And butterbeer popcorn bucket.
That's fun.
What? I know. It's so cool. So let's look at some other stuff, because solid butterbeer stuff is kind of my favorite stuff in this shop. We've got some really cute apparel too, like this t-shirt. I really like that. I love the colors and the combinations. It's really cute. And look at this plaid shirt. This is like a lumberjack butterbeer. You got your little patch right here for the butterbeer, and on the back, that same logo. But it's like a really good color scheme. You know what I'm saying? So I really like it. Maybe you could like pretend like you own the butterbeer shop. You know what I'm saying? Put your shirt on. You got the whole combo right here. Hey, you want a beer? You want a beer? Done.
They also have tons of house themed merch in here, but it's very different than the other shops. It's a little more traditional. They have some nice hoodies and cool t-shirts that have each house's motto on them.
Attached to Wiseacres is actually another little shop called Scribulous, which is a shop for like parchment and pens and desk stuff. So if you love writing, if you're into journals, don't miss coming in here, because there's a lot of cool stuff and I want to show you some of it. So this is one of the journals. They have a bunch of them in there, but the outside of it looks so cool. It's got that thing like where on the side it's painted, you know, so that's really nice. This next thing here looks like another notebook, but they're actually postcards that are meant to look like the covers of books from the Harry Potter universe, and I just love that. You can also find actual Christmas cards. There's 4 different variations of the Christmas card, and they'll feature like snitches or the Hogwarts castle. This here is like one of my favorite things. So this is your typical stationery sets, right? So you're gonna have a little notebook. It comes with a pen, a bookmark, and a couple Post-its. And this is an extra special one that I'm just so glad that they have. So check this out. At first glance, you're like, what in the world? But they are actually little Ministry of Magic letters that come with folding instructions. You can fold them into a paper airplane and send them to your family members, just like at the ministry. Okay, so it's just stuff like that in here. It's actually really, really fun to take your time and take a look. The one last item I'm gonna show you, because I actually have this one, is the wax set. So these things actually work. Like I have one at home, you're gonna melt the wax on top and then you use the seal to put a little seal on it, and it adds a real special touch to any letter you wanna send. There's a really tiny shop across from the stage area, and it's called Globus Mundi, and it's all travel themed, but with a Harry Potter twist. Let me show you guys a couple of the cool things in there. So you know, at a travel agency, they would normally have posters from all the countries that you can travel to. Well, here they kind of have the same thing, and I love that they're all Harry Potter themed. All right, what's the fastest way to get anywhere in the wizarding world? The night bus. So we have just a cute little purple shirt over here, and on the back it's funny because it says all destinations, nothing underwater though.
Staying on theme, I actually really love this night bus bag.
Ooh.
How cute would that be? You could wear that shirt and have your little bag on the side.
I love it.
The fastest way might be the night bus, but the most classic and cool way is going on the Hogwarts Express through platform 9 3/4, which you can represent with some of the merch. The t-shirts are really cool. I really like the hoodie. I think that's really nice.
Oh,
and
I
it's
love
just
that.
classic. On the back, you have the Hogwarts crest. And then if you need a little Hogwarts Express for yourself, there's a little baby tiny one that you can have.
They also have some real world actual usable things for your luggage. So here we have a little like ID card thing that you can put onto a lanyard or onto your luggage. There's also a passport holder, so you can represent your house and put your passport right in there. And there's just like everything that has to do with that. Like even this luggage right here, you can actually buy it. It's $195 and you can get it for your house. Ollivander is actually not the only salesman of wands in Diagon Alley. There's also Wands by Grigorovich. This shop is like a little walk-up shop. So you literally make a little line and you walk up, grab your wand, check out, go. You can't actually walk in there, but they do have like the full selection of wands here, which is really nice. And it's just like a quicker way to get your wands.
If you're feeling hungry and you don't want to wait to sit inside of the Leaky Cauldron, you can head over here to the Hopping Pot. They do have a few bites to eat, like the vegan chicken or beef pastries, but they also have tons of drinks like butterbeer and pumpkin juice and many more. There's so much to do and see here at Diagon Alley that we hope this guide helps you out on your next trip. After you get done here, make sure to take the Hogwarts Express over to Hogsmeade, and we'll be doing a full guide there very soon, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this one. And in the meantime, come hang out with us for some epic universe.